Efforts to return to some sense of normalcy after the tragedy at that popular mall. Columbia Mall will reopen tomorrow afternoon, 2 days after police say Darian Aguilar shot and killed Brianna Benlolo and Tyler Johnson, and then shot and killed himself. Detectives are still trying to figure out what connection, if any, Aguilar had with the victims. ABC7 was in College Park overnight as officers served a search warrant at Aguilar's home. Among the items seized, a journal expressing unhappiness in the teenager's life. Well, tonight we're hearing from a young man who went to school with Aguilar. Tom Rousey is live outside the Columbia Mall with what that friend had to say. Tom.
Candace, he and another friend we communicated with absolutely could not believe this. Now, Columbia Mall is set to open tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, but tonight it is still a crime scene. The police tape is still up, officers are still on scene, and they're still trying to figure out what the motive was in this shooting. Tonight, Howard County Police say at this point they have not been able to establish any relationship between the shooter and the two victims, Brianna Benlolo of College Park and Tyler Johnson of Ellicott City.
There's still speculation out there that there was somehow some romantic involvement involving this thing. We have not been able to establish that, and I'm not sure where that information is coming from.
Tonight, we are learning more about the shooter, 19-year-old Darian Aguilar of College Park. Montgomery County Public Schools confirms he graduated last year from Blake High School in Silver Spring.
My friend contacted me and said it was Darian for first period. Then my stomach kind of dropped and started feeling sick, and I didn't know what to make of it.
Tim Ramey was a classmate of Aguilar's at Blake for 4 years. He says Aguilar never so much as showed a hint he was capable of this.
Knowing Darren, I wouldn't say he would do something like this. It just wasn't his personality. He just did what any other student did on a regular day. He was never angry, had a real mild manner.
Late last night, when authorities searched Aguilar's home in College Park, they did find a journal.
There is a journal. He does express some general unhappiness with his life.
But Ramey says he saw Aguilar just 2 weeks ago, and he didn't seem any different than high school.
Same as ever, same person I knew from first period English that I went to school for 4 years, and same person. So it was pretty shocking to hear. And although police say they haven't found any connection between the shooter and either victim, I can tell you the shooter did live very close to one of the victims. This is where that alleged shooter, Aguilar, lived, on the north end of College Park. Benlolo, the female victim, she lived right there, just blocks away, a half mile, according to Google Maps here. We also learned today that Aguilar's family apparently put out a missing persons thing to police yesterday. Police were interviewing them about that, interviewing Aguilar's mother about the time these shootings happened and during the aftermath. Live tonight in Columbia at Columbia Mall, I'm Tom Rousey, ABC7 News.
And Tom, not too far from where you're standing, we were told that there will be 2 memorial sites at the mall tomorrow. One of those sites will be outside the entrance, near the fountain. That's near the Starbucks and the Sears. A second memorial site will be inside the mall at Center Court by Lord and Taylor. ABC7 News will continue to follow this case and bring you new information as we get it. Look for updates online at WJLA.com and our Facebook and Twitter pages.